All right, lovely people, welcome to yet another episode. In this episode, we want to talk about using progressive muscle relaxation to deal with anxiety. So, the first question for us is this: what is anxiety? So, anxiety, we are talking about, a mood disorder. It's a mood disorder. And quite often we can put a word on anxiety and say that anxiety means that you are afraid, there's fear, you know, and this fear is fear that is so persistent. It lasts for a long time, like 3 months and onwards, like 2 weeks, like 1 month, fear that is so persistent, that is still with you. And you have fear and you are just expecting a negative event. So you have fear that something bad is going to happen, that a negative, event is going to happen. So you are so apprehensive, persistent fear about a negative event happening. You are so apprehensive, you are so worried, you are feeling guilty, there's so much tension in your body. But the biggest thing is that there's extreme, fear, which is persistent, lasting 1 month, lasting 2 weeks, lasting 3 months and onwards. So that is what anxiety is. Of course, we have different types of anxiety. People with social anxiety will have difficult, they will be afraid when it comes to going to speak in public or meeting new people. People with general anxiety will be afraid, expecting a negative event to occur, but they can't really point a finger on what exactly is making them afraid. And we have so many phobias, fear of snakes, fear of, many other things. So these are some of the types of anxiety. So the question then is, why then using progressive muscle relaxation? So using progressive muscle relaxation is one of the best approaches to dealing with anxiety, because quite often when people are anxious, they are afraid that something bad is going to happen. They are actually, having tension also in their body. They become so tensed, when they are afraid of something negative happening in their life. They become so tense as well. So you need to be able to find a way to deal with the tension in the body, and therefore your anxiety has to go down. There are numerous studies that have proven the effectiveness of progressive muscle relaxation for, anxiety. So the next question is, what is progressive muscle relaxation? We know that progressive muscle relaxation is a relaxation technique, of course, and it's a relaxation technique that focuses on easing tension from the body by tensing various muscle groups within your body. So by doing so, tensing various muscle groups in your body and gradually releasing the tension that comes as a result of tensing those muscle groups, your body gets rid of tension, and then you begin to feel better. Your anxiety, your emotions are in check. So how then do we practice progressive muscle relaxation when we are going through anxiety? If you want to practice progressive muscle relaxation, you can sit on a seat like I'm sitting, or you can lie on your bed just before, bedtime in the evening. And all you have to do is start tensing your muscle groups, either from your feet upwards or from your face downwards. So assuming we were doing it from our face, first we just have to tense the muscle groups on our face. So hold it for about 10 seconds and then gradually release it. Again, you can hold the muscle groups on your chest. Hold it for about 10 seconds and just gradually release it. You can hold the muscle groups from your stomach. Hold it for 10 seconds and gradually release it. We can move to the muscle groups on our thighs. Hold it for about 10 seconds and gradually release it. So you can keep going, downwards till you are done. So that is progressive muscle relaxation. Tensing the various muscle groups in your body and gradually releasing them helps to ease tension from the body, and therefore balances your mood and makes you feeling better, and therefore reduce your anxiety or your fear of whatever is about to happen that is making you so fearful, and that anxiety is so persistent in your life. So the difference between fear and anxiety is that anxiety is quite persistent, and it comes with many other symptoms like nervousness, tension, worry, and so on and so forth. Fear is just fear. But when it persists for a long time, that is anxiety that we are dealing with many other symptoms, of course. So there are many other simple ways of dealing with anxiety. You can make sure that you are doing physical activity when you are anxious or when you feel anxiety. Make sure that you are physically active, you are exercising as well. Make sure you listen to some music to ease tension in your body or make you forget about the fear object or whatever. Make sure that you are eating a well-balanced diet. Also check your sleep. Make sure that you have an adequate amount of sleep at night. Sleeping between 7 to 8 hours will definitely help you improve your mood. And basically, these are some of the tips for dealing with anxiety. Subscribe to this channel, share this video. I'll see you in the next episode.